Interesting. Maybe
we'll have to wait till
20 seconds.
Yeah. So the SKT team composition is definitely a lot more aggressive. If it falls behind, though, no legs to stand on.
Yeah.
So definitely not very traditional.
People have been calling to see Effort one more time. There's going to be a lot on his shoulders to live up to the expectations of these SKT fans. Because I mean, a lot of us just want to have some change, want to see SKT adapt and move forward. Here in the summer meta, they haven't quite been able to catch up on just yet, as much as a lot of our other teams, such as Kingzone, Afrika, and Sandbox as well, that they're trying to deal with now.
We're about to jump into the game. Let's hear from the fans how they're feeling.
Well, there are some really passionate Sandbox fans, but there are just a hell of a lot of SKT fans here at LoL Park.
That's a very interesting thing, Atlas, but
oh, yeah?
I gotta talk to you about the stars in that sky. What do you call it? It doesn't feel that good because then you become pressured to make a gank appear from the right-hand side, and that's just not going to be that good. Also, Scuttlecrab left-hand side as well, so Split is having to path in a very unfortunate direction, which is not going to be the best situation in the world, unless somehow Effort and Teddy can manipulate Joker and Ghost into believing.
Okay, Hextech Ultimatum down in the mid lane. Faker trying to keep Dove there. Uses Seismic Shove just basically as a way to try and zone. Does have to flash, does get out. Faker's going to win that one. Glacial Fissure down, that's a dead Sona. First Blood going over to Clid as Teddy trying to tank up this turret. They can see Joker is so easy to take down, and Clid grabs his second. Effort is going to heal, but that's just to make sure that SKT secure everything they want.
And this is a really, really big pickup right there. Faker getting the flash out of Dove in mid lane and also drawing on Fleek towards the mid side of the map. Clid able to convert his path into the right-hand side into a gank, because the enemy jungler can't be there then at that point. He was drawn mid lane, they're able to pick up the kill onto Ghost and Joker, and they convert it into an Infernal Drake capture.
Just huge. Onfleek's gonna allow that Rift Scuttler to burn down, but Shelly should actually come in here even though it's under the noses of SKT. They went for that reset immediately after the Drake, as Dove gets back here into the mid lane. Didn't actually fall down, remember, in that last exchange. The bottom lane for Sandbox, not so lucky. So
another Infernal Drake is spawned.
Wow.
We got some fire in this game number 2.
It went last time, what was it? Infernal into Ocean, Cloud.
Yeah.
To the Frostmancy completion. And that's bad. That's not going to get you enough money, I don't think.
Well, we'll see what ends up happening here, as this dragon is super, super big for both of these teams.
Sandbox are the first to get to the play, though. As you can see, Summit, he's dealing with a minion wave towards an inner turret, but we'll be able to get that one pushed out. Equalized waves. Bottom side of the map, Faker's up towards the top side, teleport in hand, however.
Sandbox have all the priority, but teleport available on Faker. Summit's here as well. That's a big chunk onto Clid.
Yeah, it's a huge shock blast, Clid. I don't know whether he can actually get in here. Cocoon is going to land, but it's only under the Tarm Kench. Ultimate flies forward from Effort. Look at the AoE into this pit. Goes so low, flashes over the wall, but Faker denies anything. He's going to go down before Joker even falls. And now, over the wall, not enough, as the Audacious charge a little bit too late to come off cooldown. Summit dives on top of Clid, immediately transitions over to Effort, who flashes, gets back over the wall, and that's why we subbed this man in. The young man mechanics from the SKT support. Not so much for Clid there, as Summit just dives on him. A really exciting team fight on both sides. I'm not entirely sure who won.
Coming up in 50 seconds, and we always talk about how great that is for Sona team compositions. It makes it so easy to do the Baron, which is typically sometimes one of the weaknesses of Sona team comps.
Interested in what this Forbidden Idol is going to turn into, as there's the Weaver's Wall just to get SKT out of the way, but Effort was there standing ready. That's a great Seismic Shove as Effort is going to die. Underneath the turret, Teddy teleports back in. The minion wave was dealt with earlier, but that's another quick pick. And Summit, so much time bought for him to push underneath this turret. Faker now looking to try and get him, but he's just so quick. Hextech Ultimatum, no opportunity to even use it, as Onfleek was already there.
Yeah, and Summit just got so much value, and the gold lead is now dissipating. Sandbox they're in position to get the next Mountain Drake.
Yeah, this is once again Sandbox just playing better as a team in this mid-game. This is Sandbox's time, though. This is when Sandbox plays their best League of Legends, is when they can get out of the laning phase and start moving around with their power, start really flexing their muscles on the Rift when there are still outer turrets, things like that still available, and the game hasn't been controlled. Cleared once again. Power Shock Blast to the face, but
Ardent
dangerous.
Sensor. Yeah, it is completed now for Sona, which means this is a massive spike right now for Sandbox if they were to team fight. But if they just wait a little bit longer, they're going to have the Sterix, they're going to have the Black Cleaver on the Jace as well. And so there's no... Oh, man, are they going to go for a Baron bait?
In a Baron pit is actually a hell of a lot of extra on-hit damage.
Holy!
Look at this thing melt. Infernal Drake and Mountain, it's down to half health as SKT. They're Realm Warping over Dove. His wall gets completely built. Effort can't get over. The Baron is going to get taken down, but no, it's going to be a 50-50. Oh, Clint! Oh, just going to take it down. Joker, remember, did not have the smite. That is going to be secured by the Tahm Kench regardless. And Sandbox have done it again. 20 minutes on the clock, and they just steal a Baron.
They just stole it right under their noses. The Mountain Dragon coming into effect right there as well. Surely helping them get everything sped up. And now, SKT, they have Rise and Sivir. They're not horrible at resisting Baron. They are, though, at 22.5 minutes. The Faker's ahead of level. The junglers are actually tied.
Teddy's
Khan is
2
down.
levels ahead.
Teddy's 2 levels ahead. This is something that can happen.
Oh, Cleared, caught out of position. Doesn't go down immediately, but eventually he's just taken before any response can be made. Khan flashes defensively. Sandbox with their Sona composition, 5 members all together. And Faker, he had to go back. Cleared now, no jungler on the map. That should be a pretty free Baron here for Sandbox unless SKT can make something heroic happen.
They're going to need to pull a miracle.
Yeah, Seismic Shove's going to go wide. They are turning. Half health bar onto Khan. Lots of low health bars. In fact, Faker, the healthiest member of SKT. You can see this Baron is melting at the hands of Sandbox. And SKT realize there is no way they can do anything about it. Minions crashing towards the top side. These Nexus turrets under fire. A free reset now for Sandbox. And this is so much control. 4,000 gold to lead, but it just feels like more.
Well, it feels like so much more. A double Infernal is definitely giving so much gold and live and endure this Baron push, which, as I mentioned before, Rise and Sivir are okay at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Faker's looking for the all-in. There's the ultimatum. That's immediately the Devour from Joker to keep that Sona alive. About half health now as the crescendo is to follow up. They went for the YOLO play, but it straight up didn't work. Everyone dying. Teddy, the last man standing. It might be a quadra kill for Summer. Sona ends up falling down off the back end. Teddy does need to be respected.
It's always Teddy at the end.
Yep, On Fleet going to go down very, very low. In fact, his GA has been popped as Dove turns up, misses another ability. Come on, Sandbox. Let's take some turrets and not press our advantage too far.
Yeah.
15 seconds on Clint and effort. As Teddy does have so much wave clear. Now looking for to 1v4. He is going to get taken down to his GA, and the Nexus turrets are going to erupt. Teddy gets one more, but it's Joker, On Fleek, and Dove, and they should have enough damage to take down this Nexus at 31 minutes. The Weaver's Wall comes in to try and help it out, but no, the last auto attack will do it. 32 minutes on the clock, and Sandbox 2-0 SKT.
And that was